So here's a little warm-up, similar to what we do each week in normal rehearsals, and please feel free to enjoy this as you would normally. So just to remind you, I can't do this because I'm sitting down playing the piano, but it's best if you're going to stand up to make sure that your weight is not on the front of your feet nor leaning back, but evenly distributed with both front and back of the feet. You can sort of bounce a little bit up and down to feel that's the case, and making sure especially that your knees are not locked, so that you're having a good sense of balance and feeling that you're using your core muscles around your tummy to be free, but also to support the sound properly. So we'll start off with our humming exercise, going up and down a fifth. So we're going at and we'll do that 3 times, and then we'll go up by semitones. Remember, the thing to think about and remember with this exercise is that you shouldn't grip the mouth. The jaw should be nice and relaxed. There's a little tension is here as you can get. You should feel that your lips are slightly tingly. That shows that you're nice and relaxed. At the same time, breathe really well and feel like you're breathing nice and deeply, so you're using the muscles down below. So 3, 4. So now we'll go on to taking the hum and that nice forward feeling. The reason we do a hum, or you can do an NG if you prefer, is to place the sound forward, so it's not back, and that's all to do with the position of the tongue and where the resonance is being produced. You might like to think of it sort of as a more sort of nasal thing, quite far forward. So we'll go back to the key where we started, B flat major, if you want to know, and we'll just do this now with an NG sound. So the mouth slightly open, and then as you get to the top note, we're going to open that to an eh sound. So 3, 4. So you'll notice that this, and maybe you can see this better on a video than you can actually in normal rehearsals, I'm not opening my mouth widely differently from the sound to the sound. Okay, so that the idea of this is that when you're singing, when you may have heard the phrase bel canto singing, and for me this is it's obviously an Italian technique, but the idea is that they have these 5 R, E, or U vowels, but all the time they're having something in common between these vowels. So whatever we do in our exercises, we're trying to get basically a consistent resonant place, so that you're sounding like the same singer, regardless of what vowel you're singing. So let's try this one. So we're going to go there. Okay, 3, 4. Up tone. So well done if you got this far. Altos and basses, this is starting to get slightly towards the upper middle of your voices. So you should be feeling like you're needing to support a lot with the breath. So feel maybe like you're getting slightly louder as you get towards the top note. There's a feeling of sort of sweeping up to that note. Okay, we'll try this up another semitone. Okay, let's try now. We're going to go from the NG still, but we're going to go to an R vowel. But don't let the R go back. Oh, not that kind of swallowed feeling. Ah, like you're kind of an Italian going ah. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Good. So thank you for that. Let's do now a few consonants just to get the mouth working a little bit harder. So go up and down a fifth to these consonants. So d, 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 d. And at the end of that, have a bit of vowel at the end. D, 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 da. Okay, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 da. 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 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Let's try N. Na 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 na. 2, 3, 4. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. That's getting quite high for me, and I find that it's helpful to think of, rather than ah at the top, to think of UH. Ah. Okay, let's try one more semitone. 2, 3, 4. Na 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 na. Good. And finally, we'll do our usual exercise, that one. 2, 3, 4. Ha 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 ha. It's quite hard to do that playing the piano at the same time. I'll do my best. 2, 3, 4. Ha 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 ha. Final one. 2, 3, 4. Good. Well, I've had enough of that, so I think you're probably ready to sing something now. So let's move on.